Hello friends, this is Durga again from ITversity. At this time we are talking about MongoDB for developers course, and so far we have seen how to set up MongoDB, MongoDB data architecture, Mongo shell, etc. And as part of this video, we will try to understand what is CRUD operations. So CRUD operations is common for most of the databases. CRUD stands for create, read, update and delete, which means that inserting the data, updating the data, deleting the data and querying the data. So these are called as CRUD operations. Any database is actually reviewed on the basis of the performance of the database towards CRUD operations. Most of the databases that actually work for real-time applications, and MongoDB is a NoSQL database and it has to respond very quickly, and hence CRUD operations is very important, and as part of this video we will see all the details related to it. So before getting into that, just to make sure that our Mongo is up and running, you can run MongoD and see whether it is up and running. If it says address already in use, it is most likely up and running. You can run Mongo to confirm that it is up and running. It is able to connect to the database and it has connected to the default database test. And you can run show dbs, hit enter, and we have a database called HR which is created as part of the last video, and we will use this one to demonstrate the CRUD operations. Okay, use HR will switch to HR database. Show collections will list the collections. Collections is similar to table in MongoDB, and documents is similar to records or rows in MongoDB. Okay, so to get the details or to read the data from MongoDB, you can use db dot collection name, which is employees in this case. So if you type find here, it will actually show the results of the collection. So now we will actually start with the create, then we will try to see several options to read, then we will update the data, and also we will work on deleting the data, and I will be focusing on some of the limitations also, but it will be at very fundamental level. These are the building blocks of coding in MongoDB. Okay, and when first thing you need to understand is whatever MongoDB returns as a result, or whatever you use to load into MongoDB, the most basic term you need to understand is document. So document is nothing but a JSON object. JSON stands for JavaScript object notation, and this is called as document. If you see in JSON document, which is analogous to the record in a table, also have column name and data type. But if you think about the table, column name will not be repeated for each and every record when it is physically stored, and also when you actually do select star from the table, you will get header of the column names, and then you get all the records related to that. But here, each and every row you will have the column name and value. The reason why they are displaying a column name and value for each and every record is that each document will have a different structure. So in this case, this one document which is written with find command have three columns or three. Okay, these are called as elements. So this document have three elements, each one of them have the name and value. Some other document might have a different number of elements and different names altogether. So for that reason, for each and every document, it has to display both the name and value like this. Okay, and also when we try to, why you need to understand this is when you actually try to update or delete or perform any operation, you will be using the same notation. So this is the most important aspect of dealing with MongoDB. Document, and then passing the column names and values in the form of this. The syntax also while dealing with the document has to be the all the elements will be comma separated, and each element will have the name and value separated by colon. Okay, so now we will see the operation called insert. Okay, so in the insert you have to pass the document. It could be main document or nested documents. Nested document is document within a document. For now we will only focus on we will try to insert a document which have a nested document in it. Okay, so I want to get employee number, which is 2 in this case. Okay, and you can type once the document started building, you can type enter anywhere unless it sees the counter curly brace and circular brace. Unless the braces are properly closed, it will not execute the command. It will just go to the next line, and you have to make sure you indent for readability purposes, because we are dealing with nested documents also. And then start adding the elements and documents while inserting the data or finding the data, whatever operation you are performing. Okay, so here employee name, some other person. So we are not specifying, we are not mentioning the data types here. Data types are inherited automatically based on the values we are trying to pass to the element value, but the names are typically of type alpha, string only, or alphanumeric. Okay, and then hit enter. Salary $1,000 50 cents, and then I want to add one more document. Okay, so it's a nested document. So within the document, I haven't closed this document, but I'm opening another curly brace so that I can insert the nested document, and I want to insert the document of department in this. Department will typically have department name, manager, and location. The manager within the department and the location. So department name HR or IT or information technology. Okay, as it is nested document, we will indent further. Location, Dallas, and then D manager, department manager, some person. Okay, and then close this document. So the nested document is done. You can add more elements if you want. For example, after the employee number, e-name, salary, you might want to so we have to give the comma, because I have closed this but I haven't given the comma. So we can give the comma here, and then give commission 10, which means 10%. So let us name it as commission percentage, or you, yeah, percent 10%. So now we have added all the required elements and also the nested document that is needed for this employee, and then close the document brace, and then the function brace. Insert is the function on the collection. So this one closes the document, and this one closes the function itself, and then hit enter. So it is failing because we haven't given the name to name to this nested document. We have given the value, but we haven't given the name to it. Okay, so the name should be department. So we have all the department details within this nested document, and then hit enter. Now the record is inserted, and you can say db.employees.find.pretty and look into the details. So this is the new document which is inserted as part of this video. And earlier we didn't provide the name to this nested document. In this nested document we are actually storing the department level details such as dname, location, and dmanager. So we have to give the element name also, and this is the value. And then another regular element, not the nested document as element, is commission percent, which is 10, is also there. So this is how you can actually perform the creation from CRUD using the insert command. Okay, and if you type db.employees.insert, it will show all the other options. You have insert, insert one, and insert many. So if you want to insert multiple documents in one shot, multiple main documents in one shot, you can use insert many. I'm not sure the difference between insert and insert one, but there are different options also, not just plain insert. But typically we will use insert, and that is enough to get started. And now read aspect. So creation is done. Now read is find command is the one which we can use to read the data from this one. Okay, and again db dot collection name find. If you just type find and hit enter, you will get all the documents. Find and then pass the output to pretty function, you will get the documents in reader friendly fashion. But if you want to see the details about a particular document, you can pass the element name within the document. Okay, and then the value using which you want to query. Again, you have to pass it as document, which means that we have to build the document using curly braces, close the circular braces which is for find function, and hit enter. You can get the results for EMP number 1. Similarly for EMP number 2. Okay, and if you want to perform other operations than equal, and also if you want to perform Boolean operations, you can do all those things using the same method. I will show the very simple operations such as greater than. I would like to get all the employees whose salary is greater than $1,000. Here we have only one field, only one record have salary, so this should be returned when I check for salary greater than 1,000. So for that, the document key will be salary, using which we want to test. And then operations also needs expressions for filtering also need to be passed as nested document. So for salary, I am using this document, and the expressions are started using dollar. So $GT means dollar greater than. Okay, and I want to test the ones which are greater than 1,000. So this curly braces is for this one. If you see, it is highlighting automatically, and this curly brace is this one, and this circular brace is this one. Everything is closed properly. That is very important to make to close all the brackets properly, and hit enter, and you can see there is it is returning one record. If you want to beautify it, you can run pretty function on it, and you will get the details of it. So this is how you can actually see the details. And when you actually run this find command, if you want to project only few fields, not with find, it's like select star from. The typical behavior of find is select star from, and then we are actually applying filter by passing the document related to filtering. And projection means if you want to get only few fields from the data, not all, then what you have to do is, after the filter document, you can define the projection document. Okay, again everything is documents here. Whatever fields you want to see, you can specify those fields comma separated, and if you want to see, you have to pass 1 as value for that field. For example, in this case, I want to get employee number, so employee number 1, and also I want to get commission percent. One, and then close the. Okay, let me check. We have to be extremely careful here. Yeah, it's already closed. So yeah, let me make sure I just follow good practice of having space before and after colon. It is not mandatory, but to make it readable, I just did that. And now you can see we are only projecting employee number and commission percentage. ID will come. ID is nothing but a unique ID in the dataset. It will come no matter what you do, and then you will be able to project whatever fields you want. So this is like, this query is like select employee number comma commission percentage. So this is the one which is for projection. Select employee number comma commission percentage. Select ID comma employee number comma commission percentage from the table name employees in this case, where salary greater than 1000. So that select query is written like this in Mongo. Okay, so like this you can use the find command for filtering. You can even perform Boolean operations and all those things. For further details, it will be better to get into the MongoDB official documentation and start exploring different filter criteria. And also I will be uploading a proper course, complete course, sometime in future, where everything will be covered in detail. All important functions, everything will be covered in detail. And also we are using underscore ID as system generated unique ID. If you see, if you run db dot employees dot find dot pretty, okay, it is actually generating, or it is actually displaying both the records in the table, and both of them have underscore ID, but we didn't use underscore ID in the insert statement. So if you don't use underscore ID in the insert statement, Mongo will generate a unique ID, and you have to keep it unique. You cannot have the same ID, same value for two records for ID column. Okay, so even if you do not specify, Mongo will generate this system generated object ID. But if you want to change the data type of ID, and if you want to use your own ID, you can do that as well. Okay, so in this case, again I am going back to the insert statement. Instead of using employee number, I am using ID itself. Employee number will be unique in the employees collection or employees table. So I am using ID itself to store the employee number, and then ename someone friend, and you can have all the other attributes also. 10,000, close the bracket and close the circle bracket and hit enter. Now the record is inserted, and now if you run db.employees.find.pretty, you can see ID is 3. There is no more system generated ID, and then ename and salary. So there are certain restrictions on ID, such as it has to be unique, and also you cannot update the values of ID. If I use db.employees.update, I can update rest of the fields, but I will not be able to update the ID of that document. Okay, So this is about C and R of CRUD operations. I will upload another video about update and delete, and then we will wrap up the CRUD operations in MongoDB. That being said, I hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback, please use the comment section of the video. If you want to discuss further about any IT related topic, you stay tuned to my channel. And also, if you want to discuss further about big data technologies such as Hadoop and all, you can join my LinkedIn group called ITversity-certifications. And finally, if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And also make sure you visit my website www.itversity.com and learn more and more content like this over time. That being said, thank you. Bye.